Daesh-k continues to target the Shiite communities. The Taliban insists that they are waging a concerted campaign against ISIL-KP, but this campaign is worrying in that it appears to rely heavily on extrajudicial detentions and killings of suspected ISIL-KP members. This is an area deserving of more attention from the international community.
Let's speak now to Barakat Rahmati, who is the Deputy Afghan Ambassador in Doha. He joins me from Washington. Ambassador, is the Daesh terror group starting to get a larger foothold in Afghanistan since the Taliban takeover?
There is no doubt that Daesh group and other terrorist groups who shared grounds with the Taliban are now having more opportunity to expand inside Afghanistan. There are elements within the Taliban who are not happy about the moderate members of the Taliban being part of the government. They wanted the entire government to be under the control of the extremist groups like the Haqqani group. Although at this moment, the Haqqani group holds most of the important ministries within the Taliban government, that still is not accepted among some of the most radical members of the group, and they are joining Daesh, Al-Qaeda, ISIS-K, and other groups that have shared grounds with the Taliban when the Taliban was fighting the previous government. So there is no doubt that the Daesh is expanding inside Afghanistan. But I think Ambassador Deborah Lyons, as a seasoned ambassador and as someone who is very worried about the humanitarian catastrophe in Afghanistan, didn't want to explicitly express her concerns about Taliban using the expansion of Daesh and other terrorist groups in Afghanistan as an excuse to extrajudicially kill or bring into detention members of groups that they think are threats to them or work with the previous government, including the intelligence officers, security forces, and other groups who who oppose a Taliban government that is not inclusive and not accepted by the majority of the people. Whoever raises voice can be a target of the Taliban now.
And what does that tell you about what this means for the country as far as the Taliban's ability to provide security?
So the only thing that people hoped from the Taliban was security, because Taliban were the force of destruction. Taliban were those who waged war and carried out bombings against the people of Afghanistan. And when they took power, people were extremely happy because they thought that after 40 years they will see some sense of security. But unfortunately, it proven wrong because Taliban were not only unable to bring security and stability to the country, but they have continued extrajudicial killing and targeting of specific groups inside the country, and the bombings have continued, including at least 5 bombings now in Kabul, which is something against the expectation of all the people. Unfortunately, Taliban does not have a commitment to face the terrorist groups who continued to work with them when they were fighting the government of Afghanistan, but rather they are targeting people who work with the previous government or who are criticizing them over seizing power through the use of force.
All right, Barakat Rahmati joining us from Washington. Thank you.